Good morning, guys. This is Adrian. Today I'm going to take you on a very special run from St. Mark's Square all the way to Rialto Bridge and around to back to Academia. For this, I'm using a GoPro Hero 3 with a Zhihun 4 gimbal stabilizer, and for the audio setup I'm using a digital Sony recorder with Sony lapel microphones. So let's do this cool adventure together. It's Sunday, June 23rd, 2019 at 6 a.m. First, we're going to the Vaporetto terminal at Palanca. So here is the Vaporetto stop at Palanca, going over to Giudecca, and I'm hoping that the boat will come pretty quick here so I don't get too cold, although the temperature's not all that bad. Again, I'm hoping this is not going to take too long. I decided to go on this jog fairly early in the day. I think it's just 6:15 right now, simply because if I go any later, it's going to be way too many tourists. So cool, here is our boat, has arrived on time, going over to St. Mark's Square. There it is. Alright, so we've got a couple of stops, about three. I think fourth stop is St. Mark's from Palanca, and then off we'll go on our run. Give you a little bit of a view of Venice from Palanca. See you on the other side. So we're just arriving into St. Zaccaria, St. Mark's stations here. And we'll start the run right as soon as we get off. Okay, so the idea here is to go from Piazza San Marco, St. Mark's Square, to Rialto Bridge, and then make a loop around to Academia, and from there back over via Vaporetto to Palanca. Let's do this. And as you can all see, there's not a lot of tourists yet. It's still quite early. About 6:30, 6:45 in the morning on June
23rd. So we're just coming up on St. Mark's Square. Piazza San Marco. There you can see the Basilica. Here, we'll run left along the piazza. This is about a 4 or 5 kilometer run, I would estimate. Go this way. Venice is quite the labyrinth, so if I get lost, I might need to do a little bit of backtracking here and there. We're going down Calle dei Fabbri. Hopefully, all of you are going to enjoy this run as much as me. Even though it's before 7 a.m., definitely see there's already some tourists. There's no way I could do this run with you half an hour from now. These streets would just simply be too crowded, these alleyways. Believe it or not, I was roughly a kilometer. And we've already come up on Carbone, which runs along the Grand Canal. And here we are, coming up on Rialto Bridge. Now, this is kind of the easier part of the run. I know this route quite well. It's going to get a lot trickier on the other side, but I'll do my best not to get lost in the labyrinth that is Venice. Here we go. Some fun stairs here. Got a little calf workout. Let's take each and every one. Won't double up here. Lift you up so you can see the Grand Canal while I'm doing this. There we are. All right, let's take a Roger here. Keep putting. And now I'm going to move up, I believe northeast is my direction right now, if I'm not mistaken. I definitely do have a map with me, just in case things get a little hairy. Here we go. Let's cut left towards Piazza Roma. And definitely there are joggers at this time. I've gone even a bit earlier, both on this side and at Giudecca. Good number of people running early in the morning, so you won't be on your lonesome if you decide to go for a jog. Buongiorno. Grazie. Now, there is signage for the direction of where to go, but even with signs, it can be fairly tricky at times. Oh. So here we've come up on another square, passed by here before, so hopefully I can orientate myself a little bit from the past 4 days of meandering these narrow corridors and alleyways and the somewhat over 400 small bridges. All right, continuing down this little alleyway here. Hopefully we're still on track. And here we go. So the goal here is to get to the large bridge at Accademia. believe I'm gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking here. That's okay. Okay, this is to San Tomas, so it's not really what we're looking for. We're looking for the Academia Bridge. So I'm gonna have to keep going a little bit more towards the left. Although, if I were to get exhausted, I could just hop on a bus there and it would eventually take me to the right terminal. Call them C buses. I think that's an appropriate term. Let's just keep running. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky when I was looking at the map with several dead ends that kind of lead nowhere. Adds on those extra kilometers to the run. I believe this is going to be another one of those dead ends. There you go. So getting a little bit of that feel for the labyrinth that is Venice. I mean, you can keep going, but eventually you just end up at doors and walls. So nothing else left to do but backtrack. This is why it's always good to keep some water with you, because as you can see, I'm doing a lot of back and forth here, back and forth, and unless you want to go for a swim down the canal, it's just not going to work for you. So lots of birds, pigeons in the morning. Of course, they'll be gone or dispersed by the time the large tourist crowds start walking these streets. Okay, let's see if we can find our way out of this madness here. I might have to actually detour a little ways up to one of the bigger canals here, but that's okay. Again, when you're running, you can cover a lot of ground in a very short time. Let's try this little corridor here. So, again here. It's telling me this is a good way to go. So, let's do it. Another one of these beautiful canals. Still running along the Grand Canal. It's over to my left. You can see that this is a university, I believe, of arts. So most of it is here. And we're just moving along here. Starting to build up a bit of a sweat now. All right, here we go. Another major opening. Well, that's a good sign. Academia must be somewhere in the right direction. Per Academia means the bridge is that way. Showing the Academia this way, so we'll move. All right, let's keep going here. And we're continuing on towards the Academia Bridge, which will help me to cross back over the Grand Canal. To be honest, not sure if I'd be able to find my way exactly back here on my own. If I had to go back. But there is the Academia Bridge. So let's get around that now. Here we go. Alright, let's do double up on these stairs. Here we go, singles, doubles, doubles, doubles. There's the two sides of the canal. We'll go back down the bridge. So, just wanted to cross over Academia there with you, and now we'll go back, reverse our path, and then we'll head to the terminal, which will be our final destination. Here we go. Stay with me. Right over the bridge, nice and fast. Here we go. Boom da la boom da. Almost done our roughly 4 or 5K early morning run. It's a little bit less than what I usually do, but if you're planning to do something similar, I definitely suggest trying out a shorter run first. It does take a little bit of getting used to running with a Zhiyun 4 stabilizer with the GoPro mount, of course. It's a nice row of flower trees to welcome us into the home stretch before the Academia, or Zater terminal, that will take us back to Polanka, where we started from earlier this morning. Here we go, ladies and gents. We're back out at the main crossing here. Now just over to my right are these there stops where we can take the boat over to back to Palanca. And we've done it. Let's see which side. You can always orientate yourself with these signs. This is to Basilico. So we go to the other side, which is to Palanca. Now, definitely when you're visiting Venice for a few days, get the multi-day pass or 1 week pass for these terminals. You just simply touch and then it opens and off you go. Here we are at Zater, waiting for the number 2 to take us to Palanca. Here's our number 2 Vaporetto arriving at Zater stop to take us back to Palanca, where we started from roughly about an hour ago with these stops as well. So, there we go. And just one stop over to the other side there to Palanca. So here we are, arriving to Palanca, where I'm right beside our Airbnb, which was just a fantastic choice, near everything, but still quite quiet and far away from the tourist mayhem of Venice. Here we are, just a quick exit here off the pier, and we're gonna get back into running, but just cool down now as we make our way back on this Palanca stop. Here's the fish market with the steel doors. Unfortunately not open on Sunday, Monday, but the other days of the week, fantastic seafood, shrimp, lobster, oysters. You name it, they have it. Great little place. Enjoyed it thoroughly in our stay. Back down this little corridor here. Just stretching out the legs, taking some nice long strides here. Back in the courtyard where we started from this morning, welcomed by the sound of some birds. And returning home to get ready to hit Lido Beach. Thanks for joining me on this awesome run this morning. Hope you had a great time. I sure did. With Adrian's adventures in Venice, Italy. Watch another fun run. Click on the video right up here. Get the latest news and information. Subscribe to our channel. Click right over here. And donate a video of your latest running adventure. Visit ifunrun.org.